From now on, you're dead.
It's all erased.
No more criminal records, no more getting arrested just for being naked or just usual stuff, you know, being naked, getting drunk, casual stuff.
So we're all gonna die.
Watch me!
As an audience, we don't get to know too much backstory about your characters. I'm curious as to how much backstory you all knew, and as an actor, is it easier or is it harder when that information is given to you versus when you have to fill in the gaps yourself?
Oh, interesting. I don't know where to begin. I mean, I usually have a pretty clear backstory before I show up to work. But then, you know, if you've created this backstory, then Michael Bay will just be like, "No, you're an orphan. Go." You know, you're just like, "Wait, what?" Like, this is okay. So it's all sort of thrown out the window, and that's a good thing. Sometimes it's good to sort of kill your darlings and you know, surrender to a process you're unfamiliar with. And I think we all sort of felt like this was a process none of us were familiar with. Michael Bay has like got a kind of chaotic style of filmmaking that he somehow finds a way to make it all galvanize in the edit room, but to be there is wild.
Yeah.
So.
I prefer to have my own, you know, because it makes it more personal. But yeah, at the end, you're there shooting and everything goes away because, you know.
You can also always have like your own and never really tell your director what you're really...
That's true.
But we didn't have that conversation with Michael. I mean, this is not it's an action-packed movie, and you will get to know every single one of the characters, and I think you'll fall in love with every single one of the characters, but it's not a drama piece.
It's not designed for the Telluride Film Festival. We get it.
It's an action film.
It's challenging to fill in the gaps, but it's actually more fun that way. Sort of given these outlines in this movie, I think we were given sort of an outline and then we could kind of help fill it in. But the great part about this film is that, like, Michael, as we were sort of saying before, like he is trying to get back to sort of character work and like diving in on their storylines, and so it was kind of fun to collaborate in that way about the little details, the small things that might sort of unravel later on in subsequent sequels. And so it was cool to lay like little Easter eggs and things in there to you know, see how it plays out.
And I think the movie is all about like our evolutions also. Like no matter what, if you see perfectly and precisely our backstory, I don't know if it's just changing a lot of things. It's just like they've been picked up from that guy and they start the movie in a certain way and then really end the movie totally different and totally changed. And I think that's the joy for everybody to just like change your arc and change your character, especially maybe us too. Like we really change, we really go somewhere else because we kind of like the soldiers training and very tough and cold. And then we go to emotions, and I think we had fun to just like, especially in the Michael Bay movie, you know, to work on like emotions.
Bonjour.
Hi. Hey.
Hi.
I don't know if I should ask this question directly to you or to everyone except for you, but I grew up knowing you from Waiting and Van Wilder and then Deadpool, these goofy characters. But then I've seen you in things like Amityville Horror and The Voices and Buried. I'm curious, how does your real life personality compare to those sillier characters that you play?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I always try to look for the fun in things. I make a lot of jokes, a lot of dumb jokes. A lot of fine jokes, I suppose. I don't know. I think I'm closer to those guys than like the hardcore drama stuff, I guess, because, you know, life is short. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself.
We're all gonna die. May as well do it while we're alive. Watch me!
Sounds fun, right?
If you could add another member to your Six Underground, who would it be? And it could be anyone from Jason Bourne to an Austin Powers, everything in between.
Oh, wow.
What do you think would round out the team?
I know. I'd take Vanisher from X-Force. I felt like his character arc wasn't fully explored.
Right.
And also, who doesn't want to be hanging out with Brad Pitt? Right?
I would say Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
Nice.
From Turbo Frontier.
I will keep, what's the name Josh Brolin did in Deadpool 2?
Cable?
Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah. Brolin's a good guy, too.
Oh, yeah.
We need just to be together. We just need to have like another adventure all together because we had so much fun. And it's stupid because you always as a journalist hear that, like, we're such a good family and we're like so close to each other. So it doesn't, people doesn't believe us anymore, but that was really the case.
It's really hard sometimes jumping on, because we go, you know, usually hopefully from project to project to project, and you're working with new families every time, and it's not always as easy of a thing to do. And we really like fell in love with each other, and we had to as well, but like we genuinely had a great time. And like even on this press tour, like being able to see each other's faces and like remember what we went through, because this movie was such a crazy, wild ride, man. It's just amazing.
None of us will be remembered. What's about to happen will.
Good things when you raise the bad ones, right?
Who the hell are you?
We're no one.
I wasn't sure it would work. I mean, I wasn't sure. I had a suspicion, but this is all so fucking dangerous.
On my first date with my girlfriend, we watched The Voices.
That is not a good first
her
date
roommate
movie.
suggested it. That's how I learned she's an animal lover and does not like horror movies.
No.
But we're still together. So thank you for that.
It's not a
Thank
good
you very
movie
much
for
for
that.
your time. I
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
it.